by the way.
So here we are today at the Soho Theatre in London's West End with Paddy McGuinness.
We're
Paddy...
in the Soho Theatre in the West End and you can't afford a tripod. This camera's going to be, it's like Kubrick's doing this, but I admire your camera.
Don't start, we've barely got going. Paddy McGuinness, obviously of Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere and Take Me Out and Dancing with Keith Lemon, we'll talk about that.
Alright, okay.
Road to Amarillo, the whole lot, but we better start, Paddy. Why are we here, mate?
We're here today, Pringles are doing a campaign called Pringles, which is tying with the World Cup, looking for the best goal celebrations, a la Peter Crouch doing the robot, Stuart Pearce going mad. So we're looking for unusual and bizarre goal celebrations. I got the phone call, they said, do you want to do some stuff involving the World Cup and eating crisps? I said I'm in. And this is where we are now.
Fantastic. So why you? Any ideas?
I have no idea. I think Louis Spencer wasn't available, so I got the call.
Okay, so crisps and World Cup.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Just a bit of beer, I suppose, is lacking.
We need a little bit of beer, but I'm sure we'll rustle some up today.
I bet you can't wait for the World Cup to start.
I love it. I mean, World Cup time for me is great because it's a time, I think, with your wives and your girlfriends as well, where you can get away with watching football without them going on too much. Because everyone just gets whipped up in it. It's exciting, you know. It's a really, really great time. I love World Cup time. Love it.
Now, you've got an accent. I would say.
I've noticed.
Well, yeah, you would not have been on telly 30 years ago. I'll tell you now. No chance. But now accents are all the rage, and it's genuine. You come from Bolton.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say they're all the rage, but I think, you know, TV's obviously a lot more diverse now, and local accents seem to go down well, and I think people, you know, get it from everywhere should have a chance at going on telly, and no matter how you speak the Queen's English.
Now, what I like about you, Paddy, perhaps you can, we haven't got time for you to go through all of them, but you have held down about 87 jobs, haven't you, before you, the big time happened for you. And it was, well, looking at your resume as well, Paddy, I just didn't see that coming.
Well, I did, when I left school, I was always the type of person wanted a bit of money in my pocket, and I'd do anything really, just, you know, I'd do any job no matter how bad it was. That's why sometimes when people go, oh, there's no work, I think there is work if you're prepared to get your hands dirty, and I always was, you know, and I had a lot of friends who were on the dole way back then, and I just thought, it's not for me that, you know. So I just liked having a bit of money in my pocket, so I used to do Saturday job cleaning bloody dough-off machines at Warburton's, and I worked in an engineering factory, I worked in warehouses, I worked at Morrison's, I've done all sorts, you know. But it's all good for me, that, because being a stand-up as well, you can draw back on some of them experiences.
Well, hold on a minute, you've been a lifeguard, haven't you?
Lifeguard, yeah.
Fitness instructor?
Yeah, that's clearly gone.
Receptionist?
A receptionist, I've been a cleaner, all sorts. Hello, where are we going with this one? Oh, this is getting very arty.
Well, you mentioned Stanley Kubrick, so...
yeah, well, this is it, yeah.
So here we go.
I like it.
Tell us about your relationship with another famous son of Bolton, Mr. PK.
Mr. PK. What do you want to know?
And that's PK, not the Barcelona defender.
Absolutely, yeah.
The other one from Bolton.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, Maxwell, let's talk about Maxwell. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Why did he wear a Pakistani cricket top?
Because I was shopping for Peter one Christmas, and I don't know if you noticed, he's quite a big chap.
No, that's nobody would know that.
And I used to say, right, I'm going to buy you a bit of sporting gear and what have you. And I was in JJB sports shop in Bolton, and I was picking all these different football tops up and this and over, and there was nothing in his size. And there was one top, and it was a XXL green Pakistan cricket shirt. And I thought, it's sports, that'll do him. I gave it him, he started wearing it, and then obviously we were writing Max and Paddy at the time, and he said he should wear this. And that's how it came about, really.
So it's down to you.
It's to me, yeah.
And the other thing, very quickly, your dancing partner, Mr. Keith Lemon.
Yeah.
That was an experience watching that on TV.
That was an experience for me. 14 stone of gingerness I lifted above my head on that. And
enough of your previous girlfriends.
Yeah, yeah, I saw what you did then. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Again, the call came in to do something for Comic Relief, and Comic Relief and Sport Relief. You know, I'm always willing to do stuff. You know, if it's a good cause and what have you. And it turned out that I just happened not to be doing anything for them few weeks. So I jumped at the chance and I rang him up and I said, "Luke, do you want to do this dance with me?" And I said, "Let's do Dirty Dancing dance. It's very iconic." And the next thing you know, he's got a dress on, I've got tight black pants on, and we're dancing about on BBC One.
Just a usual Saturday night.
A normal Saturday night, yeah.
Now, tell us about your love of sports. Now, we'll get on to football in a minute.
Okay.
But just the reason I'm standing quite a long way from you,
right,
is because you're dangerous, aren't you?
I'm not sure dangerous is the right word.
Perhaps you better explain.
Well, it's actually a restraining order I have out on you. You can't get within 6 feet of me, and it's nice that you're sticking to that. But no, I mean, I've always been interested in martial arts right from being a kid, really. I used to love watching them really cheap, you know, early 1980s, late 1970s ninja films.
Oh, Bruce Lee, that sort of stuff?
Oh, I loved all that, you know. And I just always did different martial arts from being like 9-year-old upwards, really. So I think that's what you're getting at.
Oh, we're being modest. What colour belt have you got?
Well, I'm a first dan black belt.
In what?
In karate. And
but I asked you this, and you came up with some sort of name that sounded like
the style's Shukikai.
That sounds like a 70s disco dance.
It was when I used to be doing it, but it's more of a freestyle one. And I've done all boxing and aikido and kung fu, all sorts really. Not for anything like anti-tough, because I'm not. It's just I enjoyed the sport of it, really.
And what other sports do you follow? What other sports are you mad about?
Well, obviously football's the main one, but I like playing more sports, really. I mean, I don't like watching it, but I even like playing cricket.
Good season for you with football. Hey, not only do Bolton, who are staring relegation in the face, get saved by the Messiah Owen Coyle, but Blackpool go on.
Blackpool, well, you know, as you can see from the tan, I was in Tenerife. I got back yesterday, and I flicked the news. Only a few channels I could get English channels in the hotel room. Sky News one. I flicked it on, and it was on. Blackpool had won promotion to the Premier League, and I tell you what, I had a bottle of San Miguel and tortured them, because that is fantastic news. And I think with the way football is, with money, and you know, it's had a lot of bad press, football, this last few months or so, with everything that's gone on off the pitch with certain players and what have you. So I think the romance of a small club like Blackpool being back in the Premier League is fantastic, and it's good for the sport.
How many seasons will Blackpool be in the Premier League?
Just the one. Just the one. We've got to be real about this, but I'll tell you what, if they stay up though, it'll be fantastic. But they are now officially my second favourite team behind Bolton, and I'm going to try and get to a couple of Blackpool home games if I can. Whilst
we're being realistic, World Cup, England, we saw them. Well, they beat Mexico. You watched it in Tenerife.
Yeah.
Are we going to end, what is it now, 44 years of pain?
I mean, you know, we've celebrated winning the Rugby World Cup and Cricket World Cup, and I couldn't really enjoy it because I don't really watch those sports. It's a fantastic achievement for the lads who took part, but everyone, you know, well, I want us to win the Football World Cup, but I was sort of had a feeling, oh, we might just do it this time, but I've been watching them against Mexico. I'm not sure now, really. I'm not sure. It's a friendly. He's trying stuff out, Fab, but I'd love us to do it, but I'm not sure on that evidence.
But whatever the case, lots of crisps, a few cheeky beers,
and
a football fest for you.
Nicky Nacky now.
I can see when you're